Today on KUJH News, 2 people are charged with sex trafficking in Lawrence. We'll have the latest. And new changes for student employment, what to expect next fall. Plus, a former Jayhawk is named NBA's Rookie of the Year. KUJH News starts now.
From the University of Kansas, you're watching KUJH News.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Thomas Hoppo. 2 Lawrence residents were charged for alleged sex trafficking at a Lawrence massage parlor. Chen Li and Guheng Zhao of Lawrence were arrested Tuesday. They're charged with aggravated human trafficking and promoting the sale of sexual relations. Zhao is also charged with offering or performing sexual services at Spring Massage in Lawrence. Both suspects are being held on $5,000 bail because they are in the U.S. illegally. They could face up to 653 months in prison for each count of aggravated human trafficking. Zhao makes her court appearance Monday, and Lee is scheduled to appear May 18th. A woman convicted of first-degree murder needs a mental health evaluation first. Sarah Gonzalez McClin was found guilty of killing her roommate, Harold Sasko, in Lawrence. She could face 50 years in prison. McClin's attorney's request for a new trial was denied, but he says he hopes the evaluation will result in a lesser sentence. Pending the evaluation's results, McClin could receive treatment and then be released or face time in prison. If she doesn't need treatment, she'd likely see 50 years in prison. A timeline hasn't been set for her evaluation. Some KU students might have to look for a second job next semester. Student hourly undergraduate workers that are non-work study are limited to 20 hours per week during the academic year. Student hourly work study may work no more than 29 hours a week. The rule will take effect in the fall of 2015, and the new policy may force some students who rely on university employment for living expenses to seek other jobs. KU announced this rule in response to the Affordable Care Act, which requires an employer to provide health care to anyone working more than 30 hours. The frustration in Baltimore can also be felt here in Lawrence. Students, faculty, and residents gathered at the Office of Multicultural Affairs to discuss the situation in Baltimore Thursday. The discussions range from police brutality, poverty, and even the media's role in covering the riots, saying it's painting a bad image of citizens in the city.
Seeing someone burn down their only grocery store, that's sexy. That gets the advertisements, that gets people to click on the news.
Is this really what all black people are about? And they built this story around this 100 people, and they forget the 900 who were out there just trying to shed light.
Close to 50 people attended the event, and it was the last discussion forum of the year.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Emma Hogue. Police are asking the public for help catching a 40-year-old Lawrence man accused of abducting his 12-year-old son. Stephen C. Drake Jr. is considered armed and dangerous after illegally taking his son Andrew Drake from his mother. Andrew was last seen October 16th, the same day his mother was rear-ended and driven off of a highway. It's not known who was driving the vehicle. Drake already has a warrant in Jefferson County for aggravated assault, aggravated interference with parental custody, and child endangerment. Anyone with information can call 911 or 785-331-9870 to make an anonymous report. Former President Bill Clinton is coming to KU this November. Clinton will be accepting the 2015 Dole Leadership Prize on November 23rd at the Lead Center at 1 p.m. KU hosted President Barack Obama in January. This marks 2 presidential visits for KU in 1 year, an exciting opportunity for KU students.
I think that's pretty impressive to have a sitting president and a former president come in 1 year, and I think it's pretty exciting. It gives lots of opportunities to students, faculty, members of the community here in Lawrence, and it's very exciting for us.
The event will be free and open to the public. Tickets will be available beginning at 11 a.m. November 9th through the Lead Center. Individuals must claim their tickets in person and are limited to 2 per person. KU will get a total of 500 tickets through Student Union Activities Office, available at 9 a.m. on November 9th. Costumes, candy, and cobwebs. Yes, Halloween is right around the corner, but officials say safety should be high priority. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, more than twice as many children are killed in pedestrian vehicle accidents on Halloween compared to any other night of the year. This statistic came as no shock to mother of three, Lisa March.
I feel like kids they're excited, they're running around, they want to get to the next house, they aren't paying attention, they're not looking both ways. So no, I would totally make sense. It's a scary statistic for sure as a parent.
The KU Public Safety Office advises parents and children to follow these tips to ensure your child's safety. Walk together in groups, carry a flashlight, put reflective tape on dark costumes, and to stay in low traffic neighborhoods. If you're looking for an alternative to traditional trick-or-treating, downtown Lawrence shop owners will be passing out candy along Mass Street this Friday. Frustrated drivers on campus got an opportunity to speak out last night at a parking forum. KU Parking says they're working to replace removed parking spaces, rearrange colored lots, and produce more Daisy Hill parking spaces. Some issues discussed: the desire for older faculty to have better parking. Another issue, pigeon droppings covering the parking lot. KU Parking said many of the problems are convenience factors.
Some people don't want to ride a bus. Some people don't want to walk in the cold or the heat. Some people don't want to ride a bike uphill. But we do need to encourage people to find a ride, get a pal, share the cost of a permit.
KU Parking didn't answer every question, but told the forum that their concerns were taken into consideration. Coming up on KUJH, third time's a charm. The GOP candidates take the stage for their third debate tonight. See what issues they'll tackle. And the fate of one South Carolina deputy after video shows him forcefully removing a student. We'll have the details. Stay with us. Thank you for joining us. I'm Emma Hogue. Tensions are rising on Wesco Beach. A student protest formed today after a religious gathering yesterday.
God sent his only begotten son to love you and to teach you, and you're spreading hate.
Now, some of the audio is dropped due to profanity. It's not clear who organized the religious gathering. Over 100 students watched and some held up signs. No arrests or major incidents were reported outside of some yelling. There was a campus police officer on the scene, but he declined to comment. Lawrence City Commission provided feedback last night for the East 9th Street project. The project, which kickstarted in 2012, aims to add small parks, more green space, and integrate public art in East Lawrence. Part of the plan is to narrow 9th Street between Mass Street and Delaware. Commissioners shared concerns about narrowing streets and creating parks in residents' side yards.
So I think on that note, it was very successful. I think there's necessary conversations that happened tonight, but there's been ongoing conversations for the last 2 months in response to the concept plan that have been very informative. And so I think the end result may look quite a bit different than the concept plan proposed, but I think that will be as a result of the feedback that I've gotten.
The City Commission will look at the plan again in February. The American Cancer Society says women who are at risk for breast cancer should now get their first mammogram at the age of 45, changing from 40. Women who are at risk if they have a specific gene mutation, a history of breast cancer, or a history of chest radiation. New guidelines also recommend women get screenings every other year after the age of 55. It used to be every year. For more information, visit www.cancer.org. Thank you for joining us. I'm Emma Hogue. Bicyclists traveling to downtown Lawrence may now have an easier time finding a place to park. A proposal is in the works for more downtown bicycle parking that would include inverted U-racks and bike corrals along Mass Street and other downtown locations. The proposal requires a grant to be passed in order for the city to get the funds to install the bike racks. Jessica Morninger, a transportation planner for the Lawrence Douglas County Planning Department, says the grant approval is only the first step of the bike rack installation process.
With successful award of this grant, we would continue to participate in a public engagement process to consult all the downtown business owners and tenants before we finally installed a project in next spring probably.
The Bicycle Advisory Committee will receive feedback on the proposal at their meeting next Monday. KU Student Senate is getting some backlash after passing a bill that will increase the spending cap for student campaigns. Last Wednesday, Student Senate voted to raise the spending cap from $1,000 to $2,000. Senators argued this would allow candidates to reach more students, while others argued this would give more affluent students an advantage.
Fundraising really allows you that opportunity to be able to go out, connect with alumni, connect with business leaders in the community, even connect with other students, like have bake sales, car washes, those type of things.